On October 17, 2024, Milan woke up to a crime that shocked the city. What started as a petty theft at a small bar on Viale Giovanni da Cermenate turned into a brutal killing, one that would raise serious questions about justice, fear, and the limits of self-defense in Italy. This is the full story of the Milan bar stabbing case. According to Italian press reports, a 37-year-old man named Eros Di Ronza entered a small tabacceria, a bar that also sells lottery tickets, around dawn, allegedly trying to steal Gratta e Vinci scratch cards. Moments later, he was attacked with scissors by the bar's owner and a relative. He collapsed just outside the shop, bleeding to death on the sidewalk. Police arrested 2 suspects, both linked to the bar, and prosecutors charged them with voluntary homicide with cruelty. But the question remains, was this a tragic overreaction or a violent act of vengeance? The events unfolded just after 5 a.m. in the quiet residential area of southern Milan. Surveillance cameras captured 2 men entering the small bar on Viale da Cermenate. One of them, Eros Di Ronza, approached the counter, while his companion waited by the door. Within minutes, the situation escalated. The bar's owner, identified in reports as Shuzu, age 30, and a male relative, Liu Chongbing, age 49, confronted the alleged thief. Words were exchanged, then a struggle broke out. According to the ANSA news agency, investigators say scissors from the shop were used to stab Di Ronza multiple times, in the chest, neck, and shoulder. Forensic examiners later counted nearly 20 stab wounds, several of them fatal. When emergency responders arrived, Di Ronza was already unconscious. He died shortly after, only a few meters from the bar's entrance. His companion fled, but was later tracked down and charged as an accomplice to attempted theft. The 2 accused were detained and questioned for hours. According to Sky TG24, both initially claimed they acted out of fear, believing the man might be armed. However, police found no weapon on the victim. In the following days, prosecutors reviewed CCTV footage, interviewed witnesses, and ordered a full autopsy. The evidence, including the sheer number of wounds, led investigators to reclassify the incident from excessive self-defense to voluntary homicide with cruelty. In Italian law, legittima difesa, legitimate defense, protects citizens who use proportional force to defend themselves or their property. But there is a limit. When the reaction is clearly disproportionate to the threat, it's no longer seen as self-defense. It becomes a criminal act. Prosecutor statements published by ANSA describe this case as, quote, an act of cruelty inflicted on a man who was already on the ground and unable to defend himself. Legal experts have pointed out that Italy's public debate often centers around this gray area, how far a shop owner can go to protect his business. In this case, prosecutors argued the force used went far beyond that limit. As of the last reports, both suspects remain under investigation. The court's decision will determine whether this was an act of fear or deliberate violence. The Milan bar murder is more than a headline. It's a reflection of human instinct under pressure, a thief trying to escape with a handful of lottery tickets, a shop owner facing the sudden chaos of the unknown. Fear can turn into anger, and anger into tragedy. What do you think? Was this an understandable act of panic, or a case of vengeance disguised as self-defense? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you'd like more true crime stories from Italy and across Europe, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We'll be uncovering more verified cases, told with facts and respect for the people involved.